Hello. Gonna go with some shrimp here. Nice beard, thank you. Hello, hello. So we're gonna go with some store-bought raw shrimp. Not doing any really bass fishing today, just gonna sort of chill in the morning, try to throw out some shrimp and some corn, try to get some catfish and some carp out of this pond here. So we're gonna go shrimp and corn. This is just raw frozen shrimp. I didn't put any garlic on it or anything like that. Nothing seasoned, just straight up shrimp. And I'm just gonna sort of thread it on there. Believe it or not, I found shrimp actually. Shrimp doesn't always stay on your hook amazingly either. All right, so there's that though. So we've got it set up just like that. Toss it out. Yep, right about there is right where I want it. Now we've got a bait runner so we can leave our bail open. We can turn this off so when it goes, we'll hear the drag. Hopefully that shrimp stayed on. We'll get into some corn now. Corn, I'm gonna use this spinning reel here. It's got this back bait caster, not bait caster, it's got this back secondary drag on it, bait runner rather. The reason I like using an open reel instead of a closed reel or a spinning reel for my carp is because I can throw corn and other light baits without getting all bird caged up and messed up. So got a hair rig with just a little, I don't even think, that's probably like a one ounce or something maybe sinker, nothing big. And for the carp, I'm actually just gonna throw it up in the shallows. All right. Golden Sweet whole kernel corn from Walmart. And a busted can opener. Let's see if I can get this open. Oh man, this can opener is not being cooperative. All right, got it open. All right, there's that part. So for a hair rig, we actually need one of these. This is a bait threader. Because the corn doesn't actually go on the hook, so you run it through like this here. And I usually do about 4 pieces on the size that I have. So you can see we got that hair rig there. Here's our hook. This is where the bait's going to be. And then you grab this little loop on the thing here. Just like that. You close it up and you feed your corn on there. Now, you can put a bait stopper on there. I don't ever really put a bait stopper on there. It's just a little piece of plastic, another piece of gear that you can get. And I actually, because I'm not 100% on the hair rig staying on there all the way, I just get another little piece of corn and just put it right through there. So there's my setup for the carp. We're gonna chum the water a little bit in this area and throw this out there. Put the corn directly on the hook. Yeah, I put one on there. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not a pro carp fisherman, but people in England are. And if you look up like carp fishing in Europe, that's sort of what they do. I think the idea is that, well, I honestly don't know what the idea is, but it stays on here a little bit better sometimes than the actual hook, I think. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to Google. All the pros said that's how it happens, so I was like, yeah, I'll give it a try. And that's just what I have set up on there. But you can definitely just put it straight up on the hook and have it work, obviously. A ton of people catch them like that all the time. So I'm gonna get this cast out there. I'm pretty sure we got one on this cat line here. I heard the drag take and the line takes some slack. Yeah, we got one on. We got one on. Doesn't seem to be a big one. It's not really putting up a fight at all, actually. No, I think it got off. Must have grabbed it and moved it. No, we still got the bait though. So I heard the drag go, and then line went slack. So I thought maybe it grabbed it and was just sitting. Not the case. We'll re-thread it and throw it back out. It's got a little Kentucky rig on here. All right, I'm gonna turn it here so we can maybe see, can maybe see the lines. The lines start to go. There we go. All right, now we just wait. I do got a little bass pole with me too. I think I might try to, I don't know, I got a top water on it right now. Might put a little chatterbait on it or something, see if we can't get something to hit on for bass while we're here waiting. We're going to use this little chatterbait here, see if we can't get on some bass for a little bit. Not going to be able to get everything in the screen, so if I grab one, I'll bring it over. Y'all keep an eye on my line for me. There was actually a big like beaver right here when I first started, so he might actually scared all the fish away in this little area, but we'll see. Something was moving on it, wasn't it? It went slack though. Didn't take my, I don't think it took it. No, I didn't take it, but let's see if the bait's still on there. Got the bait off of it. Took the bait. I'm gonna guess it was probably a little one that took the bait but couldn't get, the hook didn't get him. I guess at least we know they're going after it. Get it back out there. Something's messing around with this carp line too. Sort of wiggling it. Give it a couple minutes, see if it took the bait on that one. Doo, doo, doo. There we go. Take it. Take it. There we go. There we are. There he's on there. There we got one. All right, that's a good one for this little pond right here. These are pretty good size for this pond. I'm gonna pull them out. Let's weigh him up. It's a healthy looking cat right here. I know. You got you good. I know. Well, dude, you rolled all in it. Oh, hold on. All right. Well, the thing, it was all wrapped up because they spin and everything. Look at that though. That is a healthy looking catfish right there out of this pond. Nice color, chunky. Let's see how much he weighs. Yep. This is a catch and release, so not taking it home or anything. All right, let's zero it out. All right, well, let's get out of kilograms. If I can figure out how. Pounds. All right, there we go. 4.2. Well, no, it went down, didn't it? What is that? No, 4.26. Yep, just backwards on the screen there. 5 pounds out of that pond. That might be one of the bigger ones I caught out of this pond. Nice looking cat. All right. Big old head on him. Look at that big old bull head on there. All right, let's get him back in. That was a good catch for this pond for sure. Super fun catch. Let's get him back. And he's off. Nice. See if we can't get another one bigger than that one. I'll reset my carp line too, because I think maybe that bait's gone on it. I'm actually gonna walk this down a little bit because I see a bunch of them hopping around down there, and the bait is still on here. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna cast this down to the end down here, because I think we'll be able to get them where they got their action at. All right, so that line's just barely off the shore, maybe 3 or 4 feet. Real Tennessee, heading out yourself. Nice, man. I'm just here a little bit before we go to church. Good luck to you, buddy. Caught a 4.5-pound cat, which was fun, on some shrimp. Yep. Monster relatively for this pond. I think it was a good one. But good luck. Get a cat line back out. Yeah. What do you, you're using live bait though, right? I'm just slumming it over here with some shrimp and corn. Oh, man. I'll see if we can get these knots out of here. I wonder how they get so knotted up. Catfish, when they get close to the line, when they get close to the shore, start going crazy. And if I lose them a lot of times, that's where I'll lose them at, right there at the shore. So we got to figure out how this turns into a knot. Oh baby, there we go. Got it. And this is honestly a little excessive for this pond, this 3 ounce here, but I got it set up for the river. Jumbo shrimp. Let's get another one. All right, I think that'll stay on there. Sort of a weird thread through, but I think it'll work. All right, so let it sit for a minute. See if we can get another one. I am a little on this carp line though. I don't think I quite got it where I wanted it last time I cast it. You see the set time, it's at 10 minutes. Oh, something's on it again. Keeps nibbling on it. Here we go, something's biting at it. Yeah, here, fishy, fishy. Yeah, what's going on, man? We just caught like a 4.5 pound cat on some shrimp. Looks like something's taking this pole right here. Biting at it. I don't know if it's gonna take it or not. Just take the bait. See if it moves at all. Might have just got the bait on there. It might actually be on there. Man, I just moved it. See if it took the bait. No, the bait's still on there too. Barely, but we can reuse it. Santiago, hello. Thanks, Tyler. Yep, like and subscribe. Helps the little guys out. Alright, so I think I might actually be putting maybe too much on here because I think I need the hook to be more exposed. Let's take off some of this. Let's go down on our bait a little bit. Get untangled. I don't even know how that gets tangled like that. There we go. I know that ought to be good. That hook's pretty exposed out there now. Put it back in that same spot. They seem to be hitting right in that same spot. I'm gonna check out the corn though, see if it's still on there. Still got some on there. Typically we're getting carp by now in that spot. You may have to change a little bit. All right, we'll give it a little bit more. I'm gonna switch up my bass rod here just while I'm waiting to a little crankbait. I think it's like the 1.5 chartreuse, sexy shad from KVD. Big in baits, catfish and carp. So far only caught cat. Trying to catch, yeah, catfish and carp mainly. So we've got just shrimp right here, just some raw frozen shrimp, and that's what we got that 4.5 pound cat on. Pretty good size for this pond. And then we just got some regular old sweet corn, just whole kernel sweet corn from, I don't know if you are in the States or not, but just a general store called Walmart. Just like this here. These cost like, I don't know, 79 cents. I keep 2 or 3 of these in the back of the truck all the time, just in case I don't have anything else. I just want to stop for a little bit. Yeah, fishing's fun. Crankbaits. Yep. Yeah, so the chartreuse I'm not too sure about in this pond, but should work, right? It works other places. I won't be able to be on the screen while I'm really casting this though. I'm just gonna stand off here to the side and just watch the lines for me. We'll see. Louisiana. All right. Never been down that way. This is Ohio fishing, Southern Ohio pond fishing right here. Oh, you fish for high school fishing? Isn't that what they had that like short meme about or whatever about how some of them people have high school fishing? I think it's cool. Yeah, I bet it is. You know what though? It's been hot in Ohio, man. It's been like real feel of 100 for like months. Rainy and hot is what it's been this year. So, all right, let's see if I can't throw this out for a little bit. So the only thing with crankbaits in this part of the pond is this. I've cast 3 times and got that every time. Germany, nice. Yeah, 102. 102 is hot, man. Especially, I know that Louisiana's probably got the humidity too. We go out to the West Coast sometimes, and it's hot, but it's not humid. Like it'll be 65 degrees in the morning in Southern California, and you'll think you'll need a sweatshirt. It'll be 70 degrees in Ohio, and you'll want to get in the AC. Ah, man, bit it. I don't think he took it though. Nope, he's on there. He's on there. Nope. Started to take it. Is he on there? Nope. Just keeps biting it. Taking it and dropping it. Nope, he's on there. There we go. There we go. Little one. Maybe, actually. Ooh, that might be a little bit bigger than I think it is. Yeah, might be a little bit bigger. Don't feel as big as the last one though. Nah, he is off. Well, he got off. Nope, he's still on there. It must be a little one because he fights and then sort of drags. Let's see. Nope, that's a good size one. That's a good one. Well, he's nowhere near as big as our last one, but the nice color. That last one was big, bulky, and gray. This dude is more of like a yellowish sort of green color. Let's weigh him up and see. There's no way that he's bigger than the 4.2. Get some pliers, get him out. Let's weigh him up. I know. I'm gonna get you back. Hold on. All right, zeroed out. I'm doing pounds because America, that's where I'm at. All right, zeroed out. 3.3, about a pound less than that last one. I knew it wasn't as big, but 3.3, not too bad. Let's see, kilograms, let's see what kilograms are. 1.5 kilos, so nice. Personal best bass, hold on a second, let me get this guy back in the water. So personal best bass, I do a lot of smallmouth bass fishing, like in the rivers and creeks and stuff like that. So my personal best smallmouth is 20 inches. I think it was like 4 something pounds. And then my personal best largemouth, I'm not actually sure because I haven't been measuring. I don't really go largemouth fishing a lot, but the last one I can remember that was of any sort of size was like 17. So maybe next year, or heck, maybe even this year still, I'll start hitting up some of the, maybe trying to get some of the bigger largemouth bass. But I really like the river fishing, stream fishing. I've got a lot more that's closer than like lakes. Yeah, 17. Yeah, 17 is pretty good. 17 is usually going to be what, like maybe 3 pounds, 3.5. All right, we're going to see if we can't get another catfish here. I'm hoping to pull a carp in. Oh, there's one on the line. There's one on the line. Yep, one on the line, baby. You going to take it? Ah. Dang, I was just saying that and it started going. Ain't nothing on there. Let's give it a second. Let's cast this one out and we'll recast that. That would have been sweet. Let's see, set a timer for 5 minutes. That kind of felt like maybe that bait fell off on there. Yeah, personal's 9.3 on scale. That's huge. That is a massive largemouth. Well, it didn't take the bait either, so it started to take the line but got off. Put a little piece on there and chum it again. Yeah, I'm normally a bass fisher, um, but I've been waiting and stuff this week, and been pretty. I mean, it's just a lot of work to go do all that, really get all set up and stuff a lot of times. So I just decided we'll go live and do some catfish and carp this morning because I mean we can just sort of chill, right? I'll recast this actually. I didn't have a good feeling about this one going out. I feel like I saw a couple drops in the water next to this, like maybe the bait split or something. I was wrong. It's still on there, but barely. So probably a good thing we did check. Barely on there. Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, Brandon caught a 4.2 catfish and a 3.2 catfish just a couple minutes ago. 11.5. That's got to be. That's a big largemouth. Yeah, that's huge. So the thing is too, sometimes states are different, right? Like sometimes different bodies of water just carry like different fish. Even like in Ohio, if you do Fish Ohio, which is like the state to recognize you for catching above average fish. So for smallmouth, like in Ohio, it's 18.5, but if you're north on Lake Erie, it's I think it's like a little bit bigger. So even the state recognizes that the size of fish isn't typical everywhere. Like in Texas, they got them huge fish down in Texas. But yeah, 11.5 is good. So I had a buddy of mine actually out of this pond right here catch like almost a 7 pound bass. And in the rivers, people around here in these rivers catch like 30, 40 pound like flathead catfish, which is insane. Oh, in Toledo, yeah, yeah, up north. I'm down south by the Ohio River is where I'm at. Something's pulling on that carp line again, ain't it? Right here, sort of nipping at it. Yeah, we use. I mean, at least I do a lot down here for bass. A lot of chatter baits, a lot of like swim baits, Ned rigs, that kind of stuff. Typically, what I'm throwing down here, crankbaits. All right, we'll give it a minute. Oh yeah, so winter fishing. Actually, I've caught bigger fish in the winter than I have all summer. So, well, I don't know where you're at, how the winter is, but around here it gets. I mean, it gets like real feel in the negatives. But last winter we had some days. As long as it's not freezing, I'll go fishing. So 35, 36-degree weather, 40s is nice. But along the river, you find some spots that have some pockets of some warmer water, like drains or something like that, and you can actually the fish. So what they'll do, the different species, you can actually catch a lot of different species in the same area because they'll group up. So I caught well, I asked about personal best. Like I guess bass. I was thinking largemouth, smallmouth. In January though, I actually caught a 13-pound hybrid bass on a 2-inch blade bait in January. So yeah, that's probably my best like a technical bass, I guess. Oh yeah, fall's the best, dude. What's going on, Funk Master? Yeah, fall's the best because you're not sweating to death. The fish are still active. It's not cold enough for them to sort of hibernate yet. Well, I guess they don't really hibernate, but the metabolism really drops. So we'll throw this little chatterbait here for a little bit. I feel like maybe we got to check our corn again since we got one and then let go. Yeah. So in the winter, actually, in some of them spots I was telling you about where it gets all warmed up, um, there'll be a ton of shad. I mean, I'll get shad that feel like a bass. I mean, they're 12, 13-inch shad, and just um, I'll foul hook them like I'll be reeling in like a blade bait or something, and they'll get hooked up. I probably got some videos on my channel from last winter of hooking up with them shad. Shad are disgusting, actually. They're gross fish. There's guys I know, they'll get them in the winter, they'll cut them up, and then or they'll leave them whole and they'll freeze them for like the summer for catfish bait. Hey there, Nataji. They do make good bait. They definitely do. Looks like all you gotta do is walk away for a minute. That was weird, right? He wasn't running with it. He was just sort of nipping, like bouncing with it. Yeah, he's on there. They're fighting weird this morning. That might actually be a turtle. That is a giant snapping turtle. Actually, it's a big soft shell. Well, I'm gonna see if I can't retrieve my hook. It's a big old soft shell turtle. And these things, they'll bite you, I think, just like a snapper. So we have to be careful, but try to get my hook back. Well, that wasn't happening. Not getting our hook back from that guy. So put another one on there. Getting ready to take off though. Just gonna give it a few more minutes here. Put a little clinch knot on there. A good sized turtle. Looks like we got another little family over here fishing, which is fine. Give it about 5 more minutes, see if we can't get another one. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes. Well, something hit it pretty good, didn't it? They didn't take it though. Oh nope, they're on there. We got one. Nope, they got off. You know what it is? I'm trying these circle hooks, and dude, I've lost so many fish on circle hooks. Hey, like these ones here, I've lost so many fish on them. I know how you're supposed to set them, but it's not, it ain't happening for me. Just had one on, started reeling them in, and came off. I want to start cleaning up, see if we can't get some while we're cleaning. All right, and clean up here. Oh my God. Ah, wait to get all messed up. Couple more minutes here. See if we don't get lucky. Oh yeah, well, there's the pole. but it ain't doing nothing. No, I didn't move ponds. I just cleaned it up a little bit and lost one a minute ago. But all in all, just raw frozen shrimp. Well, it's been thawed out, but raw shrimp's got two good ones today. So corn, not so much. Had a couple takes on the drag on the carp line. Um, Nothing stuck though. Kind of big old soft shell turtle. Had a fish get off, which I'm guessing was a cat just a little bit ago, but got some good ones too. That 4.2, I haven't been weighing the catfish I catch out of this pond for very long, but that's definitely the biggest one I've gotten out of here since I've been weighing them. They're usually in that 3 range. I did get a 9-pound carp out of here though on a hot dog not too long ago. All right, well, don't forget to sub. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I smell like catfish and sweet corn and shrimp. So I'm going to go get out of here and get ready for the rest of the day. But thank you all for stopping by. Have a good one and good luck out there.